Armanyie Reed, Corona Centennial 57-45 over Francis Parker to close out the public versus private showcase here at Rancho Christian. 20 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, really taking over large stretches of the game at both ends of the floor. Obviously, the win against Moreno Valley was a good step, but for all the almost, the woulda, coulda, shouldas, like, do you feel like this is a really significant win for this group at this time of year? I know, obviously, still got Los Osos and the Big 8 tournament, but like this is why the schedule was set up the way it is, and Francis Parker has been the most consistent team in San Diego. So like how meaningful and how profound is this?
Most definitely meaningful to us. We're missing our big Sydney Douglas, so just knowing that we got to clean up her mistakes, and it's going to take more than one person. This is why I had CP over here with me, our other big, just rebounding and just allowing her to play with me, just controlling the pace and just being that type of point guard. And just being able to play with shooters. I know today wasn't really like a good night for us shooting-wise, and I know I missed
still better than them.
Yes,
so that's
yes.
But the fact of the matter is, like we talked about, I know obviously you weren't thinking about any moral victories. Sydney Bryant, Sydney Douglas weren't either, but against Fairmont Prep. But it's like, but again, at the end of the day, a fair Francis Parker team that has had their way against a lot of good teams. He held them to 45,
right,
including 19 in the second half.
Right.
So like how reassuring or how affirming or validating is that, Buddha? Like obviously with your league tournament, but more important, the postseason around the corner.
Right. Most definitely, Francis Parker, one of the top teams in there, number 1 in San Diego. So just beating them was just a lot for us, and I was just saying that's a really good win for us having our back 4-0 this entire weekend, and just being able to just be that type of point guard to lead, and just knowing that we've been through adversity and we're a late group, so we're still sprouting, and when the playoffs come around, we'll just be ready.
I mean, obviously, I want everybody to be healthy. Certainly, nobody wanted what happened to Sydney Douglas, right. Especially when you had to compress. I mean, it's still crazy to think that this group still has not played a full month, with the group that started on December 26th. But the fact that when her and Sydney Bryant aren't in there, that that other people had to had to fill roles that maybe they're not as accustomed to, or extended minutes. Just the character of this group, the resilience of this group, through some of the tough losses, but even not having your full personnel all the time. How do you hope that serves this group when the playoffs finally arrive?
Just being more of a leader, just being vocal to everybody, and just knowing that our shots are going to fall. Tonight you can tell the numbers are off, but we are a shooting team, and just being able to play both ends of the floor, defense and offense, and defense is really what gets us going. So as long as we stop them on the defensive side and just being able to just led by our coach, Matthew Timothy, and of course I couldn't do it without my teammates, so just being able to just trust them and be the leader that they need me to be.
Well, they couldn't do it without your leadership, and you did it not only by voice but by action. Again, 20 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, and a 57-45 victory against Francis Parker here at Rancho Christian. Stay healthy and best of luck going forward.
Thank you.